Good evening, friends, and welcome. It's Lisa Maynard, and this is Kit Crush Wednesday. And I'm so glad that you are here with me tonight. I'm going to wait for just a couple minutes so people can find us either on Facebook or on my YouTube channel. And I'm back. I was in Virginia last week, and now I'm back. And I don't anticipate being gone any longer for a while, so that's good. So welcome again. I'm glad you're joining me this week. We missed last week, but we're catching up and we have a great kit to show you tonight. It's one of the new kits that came out in October. And so I'm pretty dang excited to be able to share it with you tonight. So it looks like we have a couple people that hopped on. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn the camera around and we're going to get started right now. And once you join, let me know you're here. Tell me hello. Give me a high five, a wave, a heart. Just let me know that you've joined in, and I appreciate every single one of you. So without any further waiting, let's turn this camera around and get started. All right, here we go. And this is called the Alpine Air Kit, and it's brand new. It was brand new in October, and I love this kit. It's a stamping kit, and it makes these wonderful, wonderful cards that they're mountainscapes with like a watercolor feel to them. And they come in such subtle shades, lots of blues and greens, but they're just so very wonderful. And they've got some iridescent little sequins that are attached. There are lots of layering. So this is one of the cards, Let Yourself Dream Big. And then we have another one, Happy Birthday. This is in some green tones. And then we've got some mountains and a field of flowers here. This is a happy birthday card, lots of layering again. And then the final one, Thinking of You. Super cool card, mountains, watercolor feel to that. And these were super fun to make. So I can't wait to get started with you. And we're going to do that in just one moment. So let's set those aside right there. I'm going to bring those down just so they cut that glare out of my overhead light. And let's bring the kit in here. And we're going to show you what comes in this kit, just like we always do. So as always, we have our instructions. Very, very helpful. They take you on a step-by-step guide through putting these cards together. So those are very important and handy to have. We have our iridescent little sequins here. Super, super adorable on there. Our little mini stamp dots or glue dots that we're going to use. And as always, our Stampin' Dimensionals. Those are little foam pop-up pieces that add dimension to our cards. Here we have our stamping block. A stamping block comes with each kit that you buy. Doesn't come with paper pumpkin, but if it's a stamping kit, hi Vanita, thanks for joining. If it's a stamping kit, then you're going to get a block. And we have our ink spot tonight, Misty Moonlight. Love this color. Glad they didn't get rid of it. It's going to stay around for quite a while. Then we have our stamp set. It's the sentiments. We have some very cool ones, all the ones I showed you, and another one that says hello friend. And something they've been adding lately is the insert. If you want to keep these, it tells you exactly what your stamps are. So very, very cool. Then, as always, we've got some layering pieces, and these are some die cut layering pieces. We have some of our sentiment pieces right there, more layering pieces. And we are going to actually stamp on one of those layering pieces. So we have those, our card bases, and our envelopes. So I'm going to go ahead and set all that back in there and set it aside. And we are going to get started here real quick. Now I cut out my stamp spot, my Stampin' Dimensionals, my little glue dots, and the sequins. So let's bring in the first card base. So here we have a very pretty, it probably is maybe Night of Navy. So we're going to go ahead and fold that card base in half just like that. Use our bone folder and we're going to give that a good burnish so it's nice and flat, just like so. Now on this one, we are going to stamp right on this die cut image. So I'm going to set that right there. And I've already attached my stamp to my block. This is not the block that comes with the kit. This is one of mine, but it was just easier to attach it. So it says, let yourself dream big. If you've watched me before, you know I like to line that stamp up on the lines on either my glass mat or my grid paper. And then I set that block right on top of it and it picks it up. So that's how we attach that to our stamping block. Now I'm going to come in here with my ink spot and I'm going to just ink this up really nice and very well, and it'll ink up great. I'm going into the stamp this time instead of the stamp into the ink spot just because. Now this is going to be stamped in the middle of this down near the bottom. So I'm not going to worry about it getting all over my surface. So I'm going to bring that in here and keep my head out of the way. And we're going to kind of center this down near the bottom. And we're going to go ahead and give it a nice press. Stamp that on there and lift it off. Let yourself dream big. Super cute. I'm going to go ahead and put the top on that because we're not going to need that anymore. And now we're going to start putting our card together. Now, as always, I've prepped some of this beforehand, so I don't need to waste your time. I put the Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of this layering piece, this white layering piece. So I'm going to go ahead and take the backs of those off. Take the paper parts of these off. These cards go together really quick, and I just think they're adorable. So this is going to go over to the left of my card. I'm going to kind of try to make sure that it's kind of centered up and down, but more over to the left, as you can see. So then I'm going to place that down just like that. Then I'm going to turn this one over. I've already, before I stamped, put some mini glue dots on there. We're going to take those off. But I'm going to come in here and I'm going to put 2 Stampin' Dimensionals right here on this side. And that's because that's going to pop that up on that side of the card. So we're going to layer this on this white die cut piece. This is like a deckled edge. If you've seen any of the cards I've made, there's a die set called deckled rectangles, I believe. And they cut out the rectangles with this really cool edge to them. Super, super cool. So we're going to come in here and I'm going to try and place this up and down, like center it on the white part and make sure I've got it about the same distance from the right side as I do the white deckled part from the left side. And when I feel that that's pretty good, I'm going to go ahead and set that down and just give it a little good press. And there we go. Our card is ready, except for those really cool sequins. So let's come on here and I'm going to use my take your pick tool, pick these up, put them right on here. We're going to do 3 of them, and 1 right there, 1 right here. And let me see. Yeah, let's do 1 right up here. So 1 big and 2 little, and right there, just like that. Isn't that so cool? And you could say hello friend instead, whatever you want. You could mix and match the sentiments to all these. There's no set way to make these cards. So that's our first card. Let's move on to the second one. Again, I've got my die cut pieces ready and I've already stamped my sentiment. So we're going to go in here and we're going to fold this card base and bring in my bone folder and go ahead and burnish that just like so. Make it nice and flat. Like I said, this is a new stamp set that came out in October, a new kit, and I just love it. I just love the watercolor. So again, Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of it. And we're just going to take those paper backings off of those real quick. And now we're going to layer this, and it's going to have 2 scenes, if you will. 1 scene, but it's going to be split in half. So I'm going to center this kind of, and not really center it. I'm going to place it so it's an equal distance from the left and the right and kind of from the top. And then when I like where I have that, I'm going to give it a nice little press. Again, with the flowers in the meadow, we're going to take the backings off of this, just like so. And we're going to do the same thing with this one. I'll push that card up so you can see what I'm doing. And then we're going to place it about an equal distance, and just like that. If you can tell, there, the top of this looks like it was cut out from that. So it's like it's been cut in half, but we're leaving a little center to show through from the card base. Very cool idea right there that they came up with. And now I'm going to take the backing off my sentiment, the happy birthday, and it's going to go right here. The reason it's at the top and the bottom is because it's going to span that gap right there. And so we're going to lay that right about in here like that. Give it a nice press, just like so. It's so pretty. So pretty. Come in here with my sequins. I might take your pick tool and we're going to add some sequins right in here, just like this, to finish this card up, and just add that little bit of bling that we need or like to our cards to just give it that extra little pop. So there we go, our happy birthday. Super cute, very pretty. Love, love, love that card. All right, we're going to finish off with our last card. Again, I've already prepped my pieces, so we're going to go ahead and fold this card over and burnish it. All these cards in this kit are portraits, so we don't have any that are landscaped. So let's go ahead and burnish this real quick. Turn that over, and we are going to go ahead and take the backings off again of the Stampin' the dimensionals here. Take our paper off of here just like so, and grab that really quick. I just think these are so pretty because it's the watercolor design on these. The effect is gorgeous. All right, and then center this top, bottom, left, and right as best as we can, and give that a little just a little push there. And the deckled edge is just stunning, stunning, stunning. So I've already put my little stamp dots, my glue dots, excuse me, on the back of that. So I'm going to go ahead and take the paper backing off of these, and then we're going to adhere this sentiment to this green layering piece that then we're going to pop on that card. So pick that up and pick this up. And how I do it is I just hold it in my hand and I try to get it positioned up and down and side to side, about centered, and that looks pretty good. So I'm just going to give it a good press. Look at the back. It's off a little bit. It's not too bad. I'm going to leave it alone. Let's go ahead and pop a couple Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of that, and then take the backings off of those, and we're going to have ourselves a card here in no time at all. Now this will go kind of at the bottom where you would see that it's the lake. So there we go, right like that, and come in with our sequins, and let's put one here and then one up here kind of by that tree, and then one more down here like so. And there you have it, friends, the third card, thinking of you. Look how quick we made those cards. Let's bring them all back in again, and they're just stunning. I love this kit, and it's so very quick. Like I said, again, you can intermix the sentiments if you want. You have great sentiments in this kit, and the envelopes I probably didn't show you, but they match, or you could interchange them, however you would want to do that. So with that, I'm going to flip this camera around, and we are going to finish up for tonight because that was really quick, and I love this kit. I'm going to finish these up, so at my card workshop on November 2nd, I'm going to be able to display these, so you all, if you're coming to that, you'll be able to see those. So just a reminder, the workshop registration will end next Wednesday. So I'll put the link to that registration in the comments. I'll also put the link to this card kit in the comments if you'd like to purchase it. I don't remember the price, but it's a great value. You get 9 cards total, and they're just adorable. So make sure to check that out and share this with all your friends. I'll be back next week, probably with the paper pumpkin that's supposed to be coming to my doorstep any day now. So thanks, friends, for joining me so much. I hope you enjoyed this edition, and I cannot wait to see you next week. Have a great evening. Bye.